Welcome back, everyone. It's a StealSpeaks Open. It's Mr.StealUrGurl coming back at you with another StealSpeaks Open cast. It's a loser's bracket cast. I'm so sorry to call it that, and I am very sorry that it has been so long since I've brought you a cast for this week. I have been extremely busy every day after work. It has been very strange. People have been coming over. We got to sign some papers because we are buying a house. So I am extremely busy at this moment in time. But anyhow, that isn't going to stop me from casting. So let's see how these players get on. The map is Seraphim Site 7, of course. I think it's 3.11a. And the players are Danila Pro. He is the Blue Cybran, starting out with a double land factory, setting out his engineers to get some of that tasty mass. And his opponent is Parkway Drive, starting off with that research station, and 2 land factories. And then he's going to get eco with his commander as his engineers have gone off to build up some eco. Let's speed this bad boy up just a tiny bit and get it going. And energy generators from Danila Pro. There's 2 of them, so that is not a bad thing at all, considering he has 2 factories. And 2 energy generators coming down for Parkway Drive, which is also a great number because he has 2 factories. That is kind of a quick rule of thumb. Of course, it's not the doctrine, but it certainly helps to have at least 1 energy generator per factory you own. And I like it. The radars are going down, and it appears that Parkway Drive could see all the things, at least in this vicinity. Unfortunately for the Aeon race, they do not get the luxury of having very good radar. At least not in the beginning until you research the upgrades, which is more like it costs energy. This one, on the other hand, the Cybran radar could see very far, very well, and with an upgrade of research points, it could see pretty much the entire map. Parkway Drive gets the weapon range upgrade just before this battle begins, which is an awesome thing. He's trying to kite these enemy units, but they are dancing so well. 3-1, and it appears that Danila Pro is coming out ahead on that one. And that engineer has definitely seen better days. He's probably going, oh man, my bodyguards are dead. But he got away with it, so well done there. And a little battle going on right there. The ACU was able to shoo away any attackers that were coming up. And only 2 bots took out, just 2 bots, destroyed a metal extractor. And what is that called? A radar. But what is Parkway Drive doing? Not building on the wreck. That's interesting. And another radar. I think maybe Danila Pro's radar doesn't see the entire map right now, but that one definitely sees it all. Danila Pro put down a sneaky research station, and it appears that he is going to begin the building of megaliths. And a point defense really helping to thin out the Yenzu numbers right there, as a couple of, what are those things? Fish tooths? Yeah, the mobile missile launchers coming to help that out. And down goes a factory very quickly. And that point defense is not going to be able to fight against the DPS of the Loyalists. The Loyalists, when they get in close like this, their DPS is just, oh, and they got that mega armor, the armor that slows them down. It's an interesting name. What mega armor? That's I can't remember the exact name for it, but it really does exactly as its title says. It really increases the length of time that these units are going to be alive, but unfortunately it slows them down. So lots of damage got done there. So that's super unfortunate for Parkway Drive. Parkway Drive dropping down his third and fourth land factory, considering his original third got annihilated. Let's see how much. A little more than half, almost 75% of a megalith is on the way. Let's take a look at that megalith as it is in the chamber. There it is, looking right at us, just waiting to get its hands on some Yenzus. And an air factory, that's going to be very helpful for scouting. And the land factories have been completely shut off. So it appears that Danila Pro is 100%, absolutely 100%, what would you call it, confident that this megalith will do the trick. But he turned the factories back on, so that was a wise decision to have some supporting units and multiple energy generators going down for Parkway Drive. As I said, you're going to want to have at least one, but he might be in some sort of energy deficit where he can't build much. And I like that placement of that Gemini that could see lots of things. So Danila Pro is doing an awesome job. And an awesome teleport. Where is the structure detonate? And boom! Down goes several units. And not without a cost, though. If the Parkway Drive really needs to focus on some things. Focus fire things. And that one little... Why did that mech survive? And boom! An unfortunate teleport right into an air factory costs almost an entire group of units' lives. And a megalith. Just destroying things at range. It took some damage. It's taking damage right now, and I think these units are going to be able to take it down. And boom! Down goes the monster of a megalith. As more megaliths come down. One megalith comes down with supporting, what would they call these, loyalists. And that air unit can pretty much do whatever the heck it wants. It's just going to slowly whittle down this mech that has some sort of veterancy on it. It's not going to die within... It'll probably take a good 20 minutes for that to die. Danila Pro is building a cicada. Now that is going to really seal the deal, unfortunately, for Parkway Drive. And another air factory, putting a point defense right here to really just cut off a lot of Parkway Drives. Oh my goodness, I missed the destruction of a megalith. I am so sorry, viewers at home. And very well done there by Parkway Drive with those teleports. Those were excellently executed, taking out a megalith. And again, I'm sorry for missing that. But this right here is an awesome idea. I would like to see that right there to take up even more space. See, Parkway Drive has lost a lot of land. He doesn't have that much movement. So a factory right there protects this mass extractor, as well as putting a shield on it and a point defense will really cut that choke point off. So that'd be a really good tactic. And Danila Pro gets the upgrades, I believe, for radar and sonar. And Parkway Drive is trying the build right there. I don't know why he would do such a silly thing, but hey, might as well try it. And power to... Dang! There is such range on that power detonate. Very well played there by Danila Pro, taking out a chunk of units. And that cicada isn't even on, but there's 3 megaliths in the area as we got some raiders up top from Parkway Drive trying to make some stuff happen, but they're getting bombed and shot at by point defense. Well, not point defense anymore, but let's see if that cicada turns on. And the cicada is on, being brought down as all of Parkway Drive's units are bearing down on these megaliths, and the slowing mega armor is active, causing the Yenzus to just melt away. Man, that is a slow cooldown for such an ability. And it appears that Parkway Drive is attacking multiple areas. Very nice, but he just can't replenish his army as quick as Danila Pro is able to create Goliaths and cicadas. And Parkway Drive gets an air factory, several air factories, to support his land units and to keep those pesky scouts from bothering him. And I read just a few moments ago that Danila Pro did research a long-range artillery station, which is a nasty, nasty thing. And more air factories from Parkway Drive. I would have just spammed land at this point, but air is actually not a bad idea. See, Parkway Drive was really savvy at this point. Unfortunately, it's really hard to be because you're, having to deal with so much. He would take this bad boy out, uncontested. But there's a lot of AA there, like megaliths close together. Believe it or not, several of them could do lots of damage to air units. And there's that one AA tower. That's all he needs. And is that a magnetron? Oh goodness, now that's almost overpowered. I don't know what Parkway Drive would have against that. Maybe TML or air units. I am not sure, but 2 cicadas and lots of megaliths bearing down on the large group of Yenzus, and those Yenzus did not last all that long. And a power detonate down here, taking out several Yenzus as point defense, 1 loyalist, and a megalith doing work on those poor little guys just chilling there. And an engineer bites the dust as a megalith is walking up, and I don't think a radar is going to save you. Unfortunately, that's not going to really be helpful. And the Yenzus trying very hard to take out the megalith threat up here, but it's very difficult because the megaliths replenish so much faster. Like, you may not get the same large number of units, but they're just so good. They just have so much health, and they're so cheap. At this stage in the game, on a map like this, Danila Pro kind of really has the advantage with these megaliths. Unfortunately, Parkway Drive would have been able to do something early on if he was in the position to, but unfortunately Danila Pro just kept that from happening. And a magnetron, such a rude thing to have. And long-range artillery, he's really trying to seal the deal here. There is, oh, and Parkway Drive detonates. I don't know if that was an artillery shell or whether it was him, Control Kane, just saying goodbye and good night, because with all that resistance, that is a very difficult thing. And Parkway Drive did awesome. He's an awesome player. He did great against what he had to deal with. Siren could be so difficult towards the late game, especially if they have a bunch of research station. And here is the winner, Danila Pro, just chilling there in his base amongst, God, goodness, if I could just get a good look at him. There he is, amongst megaliths and adapters. So very well done there. You're moving on there, Danila Pro. Thank you for playing Parkway. You're an awesome guy. Thank you for all your support. You are great and you did awesome. And Danila Pro, you did great as well. And like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and as always everyone, GG.